M5-091, a helping hand with your land.
Neil from Essex here with a Lampride Parallel Link Rotary Cutter. We should start a series here called Tractors Are Fun, right? The variety of applications that we get into with equipment, it seems almost unending sometimes, right? We do a lot of talking here on our channels about compact tractors and utility tractors and farm tractors and that kind of stuff, but we also sell equipment into municipal applications as well. And one of the most common applications that we see is highway mowing. Where guys are running flails and that kind of stuff to cut along road banks, and in this case a long parallel arm ditch bank cutter to reach out over top of a long bank and maintain properties and grasses down over the sides of embankments. In this case here, this is a Lampride cutter. We're going to do a walk around here and show you a little bit about this piece and see if it seems like it's something interesting. You know, we're just kind of enjoying some of the unique stuff that we see on tractors sometimes. So there are several different highway mowing systems that we sell. We're also a dealer for Alamo products, which makes some really large and very, very commercial oriented pieces. One of the drawbacks of some of their equipment is that when you install their pieces onto a tractor, you really tie up the tractor and you dedicate it to that use. So a long, say, Extreme mower with a 22-foot reach over the side isn't something you're reasonably going to remove from that tractor from season to season. This Lampride setup is a little bit different in that this whole piece can sit on the tractor's 3-point hitch and can very easily go on and off the machine. That's not to say that there's no setup here. This is a really big, really heavy piece. The tractor has to be ballasted properly to support it when the arm is hanging way out over the side. So Lampride typically specs this for a 75 to 150 horsepower tractor weighing at least 7,000 pounds. Even then, there's weight brackets and stuff over here on the side where you'd want to hang additional weights depending on the ballasting of your tractor and stuff to offset the weight of this large mower. So there is prep work to setting up your machine to operate this, but it doesn't necessarily dedicate your machine to doing absolutely nothing but mowing like some other setups would. If you look at this arm here, there are 4 different hydraulic functions on here. One that's worked off of this tractor's rear remote that swings the mower this direction. Its storage and transport position is the whole way behind here and folded up to give it a 10-foot transport width. So the first thing you want to do here is you pull your hydraulic remote to swing the mower out away from the tractor. Once it's away, we'll go over the controls in the cab, but you've got 3 additional electric hydraulic functions. So you'll run your PTO, which runs a PTO pump here off of this reservoir here on the back, and your additional hydraulic functions are these 2 cylinders right here in the parallel arm in order to swing the thing out, a pump right up here on the top that runs the motor. In between those, the swing, the 2 for the arms, and the pump, it kind of gives you all the range of motion. I'm sorry, I missed one here. Another cylinder up here on the top of the deck in order to raise the deck this direction. So total of 1, 2, 3, 4 electric functions and 1 rear remote function, so 5 functions on this mower. When that parallel arm is stretched the whole way out, you can get 15.5 feet of reach away from the tractor. And this is a 60-inch cutter version here. There's also 72-inch versions of this as well. So it's a really unique piece for a really unique application, but something that is really cool too. So if you hop up here in the cab with me, I'll show you the controls of how this monster works. So when I'm sitting in the cab of the tractor here, I said there's 1 function that's done off of the tractor's single hydraulic remote, and that's the swing right here. So when I take this function front and back, I'm able to swing the mower out to the side of the machine. The rest of the functions right here are on this loader stick, and normally this would go on top of the loader control valve. We just have this thing set up right now to take to trade shows and stuff, so it's not actually installed fully on the machine, but normally you'd pull off the little ball end on the end of the loader stick and replace it with this multi-function control. So once this is out, to operate the rest of the controls here, you need to turn the PTO on the tractor that runs the pump, and then you have 2 buttons for the arm. So one that operates the inside cylinder here, and then a second that operates the further out arm cylinder. And both of these can actually be used in unison if you're somehow talented enough to push them at the same time. You can see a neat aspect of this parallel link is these things lower down, it does roll itself back at the same time. So it is keeping itself relatively level as the thing goes in and out. It's not lowering the entire arm down to the ground as it lowers. So those two functions will do my boom. And then the end function right down here can raise my deck up and down to follow the contour of the ground. So with this now set the whole way out, I can lower that down to the ground. And then I've got a float position here on my loader stick that will relax all of those and allow this thing to go down to the ground. And we're going to give the tractor some revs and turn the mower on. Now with that guy running, we're going to take the tractor here, slide it into first gear and slowly drive forward. That's a Land Pride boom mower. If you have any unique mowing applications or other unique situations that you could use some attachments for your tractor, give us a call here at Messick's. We're available at 800-222-3373 or online at messick's.com.